This is an update to Project Gravity Well. As you can see in the center here, we have all of our spears worked out. We have the other ones printed out now. So we're all set to go. We have two different rods in here. Now they'll be cut to size once I build the frame. As you can see, we have bearings on one side and the other side is going to be locking. So that's going to work out well. These right here are simply bearing holders. So there's a bearing on each side that'll go in, and they'll just hold the shaft so it doesn't wobble as we turn on the motors. This right here is the bottom motor. Now, all of these holes right here line up with all of those holes right there. So that locks them both together so there's nothing spinning anywhere. On this side, we have our Tesla coil, and we have our motor mounted right to the top of the Tesla coil. This rod right here is hollow, and it's brass. It'll be placed connected to this motor all the way through the Tesla coil. That's what's going to give us our negative radiant energy. We have a motor driver. We're going to use these on both sides. They have a little bit of flex in there just in case we need it, but these will connect right here to our motors, and then the shaft connects to that. All of these right here in this bag are insets. So what these do is every one of these spots right here will get one in it, and then we'll interlock the shells with it. So let me grab one of the shells. So this is the exact way they'll sit in there. Just like that. 1/2 over 1/2. This interlocks them. So these things are set solid. They're not allowed to pull apart. Normally you glue it in here. Since we're going to be taking it apart and put it back together, we don't need that. We're just going to be able to lock them in with these right here. Now, since we do this in this fashion, we can always take this and interchange it with metals, put things to them, print out new things, connect an electrode to it. The other cool part is a gap in between here. Now you can't see it much, but there's an 1/8" gap in there. That means if we put a thin electrode in there, or we decide that that layer needs to be aluminum foil tape or something like that, then we can put it in there. So this right here is pretty cool. It's all working out the exact way I wanted it to. There's a lot of sanding that needs to happen on this thing. There's a lot of fit and finish. I'm almost done with all the STLs. I'm happy with this one right here. I'm happy with the bottom one here. These things here on both sides I'm happy with. On these right here, the only thing I'm unhappy with is these right here where they lock permanently. I just want them a little bit tighter. Once I fix that, I'll put out the STLs for you guys. Other than that, it's pretty much needs to be assembled. So what do I need to do next? The next step in this is building the frame. So once that frame's constructed around this, it's set to go. Tesla coil goes on top. The motor on this one goes on the bottom. We have little legs that'll sit underneath it. And we'll be ready to start testing. We'll just first run it with the center part set and the other two parts open with half shells on them just to see the rotation, make sure we're doing it good, and make sure there's no binding in anything. And then it's pretty much off to the races. We'll make sure that the shafts don't bend at all. I don't know, because they're two individual shafts, if that's going to be a problem or not. Hopefully with these things here, it'll kill that problem. If not, it's something we'll have to deal with once it's assembled. Anyway, this is Project Gravity Well, and I will leave the original description of what we're trying to accomplish here in the description for everybody, so you can look at that. But we're getting there. We're almost there. Hopefully in the next few days I'll be running motors and getting it going. Like I said, we got the driver, we got the motors, we have all the wiring. I have a 12-volt power source that'll work perfect for this. And that's pretty much it. I want to thank everybody for watching and have yourself a great day.